Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to the FIFA 15 demo, and today it is quite literally my first attempt on FIFA 15, so everything from now on is completely new to me, and I thought I would get on the demo, which has just been released today, and pretty much just get on with this thing and see what it is like. I'm going to start at intermediate, just because I probably won't do very well at all on expert. We're going to go with classic. And I'm going to go with my club as Man City, I think, just to kind of get things going. So, Ultimate Team, can we play Ultimate Team now? I don't think so, surely. Wait, we can't play, can we? I'm just going to continue anyway and see whether we can. Oh yeah, it's just this, it's cool. I didn't think we'll be able to actually properly play. We just get given a set team by the looks of it. And we get told how to do Ultimate Team, which we obviously don't know, do we? Definitely not. All this random stuff. Is there a way of me backing out of all this? I don't think there is. But yeah, basically we just get told how to do the chemistry and things like that, like on every FIFA, and we just get into that game like that. But we're actually going to return back to the menu. I was just curious as to see whether we could do anything on that. I didn't think we could, but I thought we may as well anyway. But let's go on to kick off and see how we are going to do in this little video, which I'll be doing for you. And it's going to be Man City versus Liverpool to start things off. We're going to see what Man City are like, what Liverpool are like, and I'll be uploading various different games of Man City, me playing as Liverpool, Boca Juniors, Chelsea, all the other clubs on the demo. I'm actually going to go into team management to start off with and have a look at the team. Look at this little thing, pretty good actually. I like this little layout. Can we get Mangala or something like that? Fernando. Wow, this is completely different. It's going to take some getting used to. We don't actually have what's his name? Mangala. Mangala isn't on there, that's fine. We'll just pretty much go with that team, I think, actually. Unless Dzeko, is there someone better on the bench? What about Jovetic is 83, and Negredo's also 83 overall. Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. My bench is looking like that at the moment. Do I have a centre-back? I've got two right mids. So we'll go into my reserves, and we'll put James Milner on the reserves, and we will go with, what, a centre mid? Should we go for another centre mid? I'm not too sure, really. Let's have a look at the bench. Who else have we got? Clichy, I think we'll put on the bench, and I've gone and selected Boyata by accident, which we clearly don't want. It's going to take some getting used to this, definitely, but I'm pretty happy with the rest of that, unless there's someone else I can see to put there. There's not, so we'll just go with that, and yeah, let's advance onto the team, and let's get playing this game. So let's see how we're going to do. Like I said at the start of the video, this is quite literally my first time playing, so I have no idea of anything to do with the gameplay or anything like that, which means everything's completely new to me, as it might well be to you. So already this load up screen's a bit different. It does have definitely the feel of a next-gen console, the way that the crowd are moving and everything like that, and also obviously like the cinematic views and stuff like that of the stadium. So let's get straight into this game and see actually how good the graphics are and things like that, which is always the main thing that we're looking for. And already my midfield has gone absolutely all over the place. Companies managed to find Yaya Toure, but yeah, we'll definitely take some getting used to this, because it will be completely different, no doubt, the gameplay. Already I'm starting to wonder what is going on with the look of the players, which I hope doesn't stay the same as that. Facial features don't look too bad, but I think it's more of the fact that the physique of some of the players doesn't look quite right. Yaya Toure looks obviously really tall but really thin. I know that he's obviously not particularly muscly or anything like that, but I don't think that that's quite a good representation of him. The same with Aguero, and Dzeko just looks like he's about 8 foot. It just looks all a bit strange at the moment. Aguero's gone through, and that's my first goal of FIFA 15. And that is from Aguero wearing 2 different coloured boots. That's cool that we can do that. Again, obviously, it does look really good. But I did go through the advertising board already, which is a sign of possibly some glitches, which haven't really been ironed out in the demo. Whether they will be in the real game, I'm also not too sure on as well. So yeah, 1-0 against Liverpool. It's going well so far. Again, getting used to the players is taking time, definitely, but not too bad at the moment. I have already noticed during goal kicks that you get the option to push the team up. I'm sure that's what I saw when I took the goal kick with Joe Hart earlier on. Is that going to be offside? No, Dzeko stayed on, and Glenn Johnson has recovered well. And again, the ball stopped in mid-air then when we saw the replay. But yeah, the control of the ball is a bit different. The throwings and things like that does seem a bit different. And I'm sure the build-up play will be. The way we pass the ball, I'm sure will be as well. But it does look a lot more realistic. I mean, just look at the way we're passing the ball here. It does feel like, other than the way the graphics look, it does feel like a real football match. With the deflections and the ball dynamics and things like that, it does look really good. So the ball gets whipped in, and that's now 2-0 of Instant Company with the header. Good header, that one from Company. Again, looks like he does in real life. They've done a good job of that. Decent cornering from Nasri, and not very good defending really from Liverpool there, leaving Company unmarked. And that is now 2-0. I do like the new graphics that they've done on the scoreboard and things like that. It does look quite nice. That it looks nice and new and fresh and updated. So that does look pretty good. I don't know whether that's going to be the same in every stadium or whether it will change like it used to in the other FIFA. And that was a poor pass. Skirtle's got in front of Aguero. Out to Ricky Lambert, but it has gone off the pitch. Not enough pace shown by Ricky Lambert. So if I want to push the team up, does it make much of a difference? It does. Wow, that is nice to see it actually make some difference there. And then the team just drops when I do the goal kick, which is as expected in a normal football game or in real life even. That is a good little option to have, pushing the team up. I've never really thought about that. So you know, it's something that maybe is unnecessary because I haven't thought about that, to be honest, ever. But it's nice to have anyway, even though it probably isn't really needed. Go on, Torre. Unlucky not to get to that one. Let's see what the tackle's like, sliding on our players. Pretty much the same, I think, there. But again, it's just the way they touch the ball. Look at that chest down from David Silva. The passing is definitely different. Look at that. You wouldn't get that sort of animation for the passing. And I believe the shooting and the deflections are noticeably different as well. Zabaleta, good tackle, that one. And yeah, it is looking good so far. Other than the look of the players, I think the game's looking pretty good. I'm gonna have to get used to saying FIFA 15 as well. It just doesn't quite feel right to say yet. But it also does show these chances as it did on FIFA 14, and we can see that at the moment we have had 2 shots on target and both of them have been goals. It's been a fairly boring game really, shot-wise, and obviously looking at the stats we've had a very similar possession, but we have managed to get 2 goals. We'll try making some changes, see whether we can do anything different with that, restart with different teams, the option to end the game, and the option to restart the match. So I'm not really too sure whether I like that sort of look. It does look pretty poor, I'd say. It looks something that you'd maybe find on a game 10 years ago. That sort of look. I don't know why, but I do quite like the look of this at the moment. But it was just the way that in the menu it was kind of like that. I'm not a massive fan of, but it'll probably grow on me once I've played on it a few times. So the subs that we have available are Jovetic, who will be coming on for Dzeko. Also the energy bars are maybe slightly more difficult to see. Now they're under the players, but again, it's something I'll get used to, I'm sure. Fernando will come on. Fernandinho off, and we'll bring on, I think he'll bring on Navas. Actually no, I'll bring on Clichy, because I'm keen to see what the pace is like and everything like that. We're actually going to change the formation as well, and see what this is like to do on FIFA 15 as well. Again, pretty much the same as you would expect, so we'll swap them two around. We'll go Nasri on the right, David Silva on the left, Clichy, Di Michaelis. Tactics, I want to see what this is like as well. So high pressure and things like that. Cool. Rolls, as expected, like that as well. So let's continue the game and see what it looks like when we're bringing on players. Jovetic looks loads better, loads more realistic than he does before. Maybe from the angle, not quite as good as you would expect, but I think the face looked quite good. It was more the hair that I was a bit unsure about, but we'll have to see. I didn't really get the best of views of it. Torre, can he find a good ball through? Again, a nice little animation to show that he was playing the ball through. Nice little touch from Aguero. Quite a realistic feel about the game, definitely. And that finish as well, very different. You would not have seen that on FIFA 14. The way that he kicked it with his left foot, which is not something that I was expecting. It's a bit more unpredictable how he's going to shoot. And then something I was worried about was how overpowered the goalkeepers would be. But so far, I've not actually seen that. It's been the opposite to what I expected. I expected the goalkeepers to obviously be overpowered, like I said. But it doesn't even seem like Mignolet's had to really make a save yet, that I've seen anyway. Same with Hart. And Sturridge has got through way too easy, and I can't bring him down. And Hart has just managed to stop that one going in. And again, yeah, the passes do feel quite powerful and smooth, but I think the style of the pass seems very realistic. Oh, wow, that was a good shot from Gerrard, just going over the bar. Again, Joe Hart jumping for that one, which is nice to see. I can't remember whether we did have that in FIFA 14 or not, but again, it's always good to see. Call for some support. So we actually have a little animation there. And Joe Hart will play it out from the back to Di Michaelis. Now, I did hear someone say it's more about the stamina of the players this year rather than how fast they actually are, because Zabaleta here actually looks pretty fast, but apparently it's more about the stamina of the players. That's what I saw on Twitter anyway from someone who had played the FIFA 15 game. But we'll have to see, I suppose, as the game goes on. And again, you would not get that sort of kick in FIFA 14. So yeah, it is nice to see some different things. It does feel like you're playing a new game, which is always nice, and sometimes you don't find that with some of the FIFAs that they bring out, but this definitely does feel like you are playing a different game, because sometimes the features are very similar that they tend to bring out, but there are noticeable changes definitely with this game. Go on, Yaya. Can he find Aguero? And Aguero just gets beaten to it. Di Michaelis getting in a bit of a mess there with, I think it was Yaya Toure. Go on, Fernando, well played. It's out to Nasri. Can he find a little chip ball through to Aguero? Agger, who's no longer at Liverpool, makes the tackle, and that is going to be a throw-in, I think. Gerrard's been taken off. Can has been brought on. Now then, let's see. Switch to receiver. Oh, right, okay. So that's switching to the player that you want it to go to. Okay. And then you do that. Right, that is actually quite nice. That's an interesting little thing that you can do. Very different, obviously. You switch to the player that you want to receive the ball. It's an easier way of doing it, I suppose, than having to try and target the player that you want the ball to go to from the man that you stood at. So yeah, it is quite an interesting concept, that actually selecting the player that you want to pass to. A good idea, definitely. Something again I'd not thought of, but now thinking about it, it is quite a decent idea. Then obviously I probably should have shot from that free kick, but I just wanted to try out some of the new features that they've put into the game. Go on, Aguero, losing the ball there. Something I could do with trying out some skills. Don't often do many skills and don't really know how to do many skills, so I'll try anyway if I can. Just at the moment doing some weird passes. Go on. Go on, go on, go, 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 go. I think I did all 3 subs, so I won't be able to make any more changes that I know of. We are getting very close to the end of the match. It doesn't feel like I'm able to keep track of the time as much on this one. The clock doesn't feel as in your face as it did before. It feels like you have to kind of go out your way to look into the corner of the screen, which it didn't feel like that with the other one because it was a bit nearer into the middle, the clock. But that's, again, something I'll have to get used to, I'm sure, as the game continues, as I continue to play the game. Go on, Jovetic, can he get through? He can't for a 4th. And Clichy will have the last touch of the match. That is it. We have won 3-0. That is my first game, this time with Manchester City. Thank you very much for watching. I have enjoyed playing this first game of FIFA, which I've won 3-0 against Liverpool. To summarise, pretty much the graphics look a bit better on the players, but I'm not too sure about the physique of some of the players. They do look a bit sort of like stick men, some of them, when you're playing in the game. But overall, the features do look pretty good. The little add-ons that they've done. And Ricky Lambert, again, I don't know, just looking a bit too muscly there. Some of the players looking too thin, others looking way too muscly. But hopefully that should be sorted out for the actual game. I know everyone says that about the demo and things like that, and it never really is, but we'll have to see. And that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, then please go leave a like and subscribe. That'd be really appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.